Dao De Jing Chapter 65. The wisdom of simplicity in ancient times. Those who are skilled in following the way did not teach people clever tricks or cunning schemes, but instead taught them to be simple and sincere. The difficulty in governing people arises because they are ruled by too much cleverness and craft. Thus, when a nation is governed with cleverness and schemes, it will inevitably bring harm to the state. When a nation is governed without cleverness and schemes, that is the true happiness of the state. Understanding the difference between these two ways of governing is a law in itself. To often reflect on this law is called mysterious virtue. Mysterious virtue is profound and far-reaching. It returns to simplicity and truth in all things. And in this way, the state aligns with the natural order. Key thoughts and philosophical insight. 1. Simplicity over cunning. Laozi contrasts two types of governance, one based on craftiness, deception, and manipulation, and the other based on simplicity, honesty, and sincerity. In ancient times, wise rulers did not teach their people to rely on clever tricks, but to embrace simplicity. This reflects a deep moral clarity that wisdom does not come from manipulation, but from clarity and authenticity. 2. The dangers of overintelligence. Laozi notes that governance becomes difficult when rulers rely too heavily on intellectual schemes and complex strategies. While this might appear effective in the short term, it ultimately creates instability. When rulers are consumed by their own intelligence and manipulative tactics, they lose sight of the people's true needs, leading to harm. The wisdom of Laozi lies in recognizing that simplicity and natural order are more powerful and stable than elaborate schemes. When leaders return to the basics of truth, integrity, and the natural flow of things, the state will flourish without artificial interference. 3. The concept of mysterious virtue. Mysterious virtue is the subtle power that emerges when a leader understands and aligns with the natural rhythms of life and governance. It is profound and far-reaching, but also simple in its essence. By embracing this concept, rulers do not rely on force or complexity, but allow things to unfold naturally, and through this, achieve great harmony and peace. How this chapter offers modern wisdom in today's world. We see that many modern systems, whether political, corporate, or social, are driven by intellectual cunning, strategic manipulation, and excessive control. Laozi's critique is just as relevant now as it was thousands of years ago. True wisdom comes from simplicity and an understanding that, at its core, governance is about aligning with the natural order and the well-being of people, not the pursuit of power through manipulation. This chapter offers a call for humility in leadership and governance. Instead of relying on schemes and cleverness to maintain power, it encourages leaders to embody simplicity and authenticity, fostering an environment where people can thrive without being controlled or deceived. In a personal context, this lesson reminds us to approach challenges in life with honesty and simplicity, rather than overcomplicating things or relying on manipulation. Whether it's in relationships, work, or personal goals, a return to simplicity and truth can often bring the most fulfilling outcomes. Chapter 65 teaches that the most effective governance comes from simplicity and authenticity, rather than cunning intelligence. Laozi criticizes the use of intellectual manipulation, warning that it leads to harm, while simplicity leads to peace and prosperity. He introduces the concept of mysterious virtue, a profound, natural form of leadership that aligns with the true needs of the people and the natural world. This wisdom is timeless and speaks to modern leaders, urging them to lead with humility, integrity, and simplicity.